Now, with the World Cup kicking off this Thursday, the National Health Service is calling on Britain to join the greatest team in the world. Today is, of course, the start of National Blood Week, when people across the country are encouraged to give blood.
This is my first time donating blood at the clinic. A friend of mine as a paramedic suggested I come down and donate blood. If any of you are thinking about giving it a try, you should come down, donate blood and do something great. And, you know, you might end up helping save a life or something.
My name's Charles, I'm 18. This is my first time donating, and I thought I'd donate just because it's a good thing to do, you know. My sister is really keen on donating, and a lot of my family have donated blood, so I thought I'd get on the bandwagon.
I'm Emma. I'm donating today for the first time. I decided to come along because my friend Tom, who's over there, woke up and decided it was a day to give blood. It's very easy. Quite happy to be here. It feels tremendous to be part of the greatest team in the world. You should join too.
Join the greatest team in the world! Yes!
Joining us now to explore why we all need to join the team are Theo Clark from the NHS Blood and Transplant, Kalpana Patel, who is a blood recipient, and Sarah Ibrahim from the Muslim Give Blood campaign. Good welcome and evening to the show.
Hello,
National Blood Week, obviously this is a huge campaign that's taking place right now, but donating blood, I guess, is something that really we should be doing throughout the year.
You're quite right. It's something that we want people to do as a part of their yearly routine. Donate 3 times, 4 times a year and save lives. And what better time to start than National Blood Week?
Absolutely, and everybody's obviously gearing up for this and getting excited to give blood, which is fantastic. Now, apparently only 4% of adults in the UK are registered blood donors, but I read somewhere that a quarter of us at one point in our lives need a blood transfusion. Do campaigns like this help make a difference to the statistics?
Yeah, it gives it a bump and it gives it general awareness building in terms of getting people to go and donate blood. So what I'd say to people is if you've never ever given blood, just sit down for a second and just think about it. Think about whether you want to join the greatest team in the world and think about whether you want to save lives.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, I know that there's a big push to get the Asian community, the Muslim community, to donate their blood. I mean, Sarah, you're part of a campaign to encourage Muslims to give blood.
Yes,
what kind of response? What are you saying to the Muslim community out there, and what kind of response are you getting?
To start off with, the full slogan of the campaign is "I'm a Muslim and I give blood." We're tackling 2 issues here: the stereotypes based around Muslims. So we're proudly saying we are Muslims in the community, in the British community, and we want to donate blood. At the same time, we're raising awareness, like Theo said, that only 4% of the British population do donate, and being British Muslims, we're a part of the 4%. So just to get involved in that as well.
Now, Kalpana, if I can come to you. Now, you've obviously been the recipient of blood recently. Can you tell me a little bit about your condition at the time that required you to have blood, and how important it was for that, for the blood to, you know, what kind of a difference the blood made to your health?
Sure. So I have a condition called sickle cell beta thalassemia, so which is a genetic blood condition, which is very painful, and there's lots of complications involved with it. Many people with sickle cell have to have a blood transfusion every 4 weeks, just to help them to treat and maintain the condition. So I had a exchange blood transfusion when I was probably just under 10 years old. I had a very bad crisis, and my doctor said I needed to have an exchange blood transfusion, which basically saved my life. So it was very, I'm very grateful for all the blood donors that, donated, because it helped to save my life. Throughout the years, because of my condition, I've had to also have top-up blood transfusions as well.
So obviously, being a recipient, I imagine it must have changed your whole opinion of, or certainly helping you to encourage others to donate their blood.
Definitely. I mean, like Theo said, 4% of the Asian population that donate blood. It's, for me, as somebody who has a genetic condition, and we rely on blood donors to help us, to maintain our lifestyle, to have a healthy lifestyle. So I'm here today to urge all Asian people to, please give blood today. It's very important. It could be your, friend, family, husband, mum, dad, anyone that actually has some form of health condition. And one day they will need it. So it's really important that we all, do our part and donate blood.
Now, Sarah, let me come to you again. So we've talked about the Asian community, why it's very important for them to get involved. You obviously speak to these guys almost on a daily basis. What are the kind of prevailing attitudes within the Muslim community, the Asian community, about giving blood?
If I use last year as an example, over 2013 we started the campaign. We were in mosques around London, covering north, east, south and west and central London. Obviously, each area of London has a specific population, and as a majority, whether it's Asians, Arabs, black backgrounds, and so forth, there is always the reaction of, oh, is that allowed? So can you Islamically donate blood? That's the initial background. But with a campaign like this, we've gone back to Shuyukh. We've had it okayed by Sheikh Wasim Kimpson, who's very well known to Islam Channel, Sheikh Yasir Qadi, Sheikh Barbakha, who's from the Sufi background. So we've covered all the backgrounds of the respected Shuyukh in the UK. And that's one stage. The next stage of it is to just spread it down everyone's TV channels, such as programs like this, leaflets, posters, social media, and it's that persistence that people start to accept it. And then once you accept it, it's okay. So now if you see a poster that says, I'm a Muslim and I give blood, the reaction goes for, oh, is that allowed, to, oh yeah, I thought I wanted to do that last year, but I didn't get the opportunity to, let me do it this year. So we've experienced that change in people's reactions, whether it's in the Asian or general Muslim community.
Fantastic.
Well, look, guys, I know you do have to leave us, and you're going to be leaving us very shortly, but Theo, if anybody wants to know more about National Blood Week, or indeed wants to donate blood, where do they go?
Yeah, if you're interested in donating blood, go to blood.co.uk or ring up 0300 123 2323 and you can find out where your nearest sessions are. So I guarantee there are more sessions than people realise all across the country, allowing them to go and give blood. The actual blood donation bit takes about 5 to 10 minutes roughly, and as long as people make sure they have plenty of fluids beforehand, something to eat beforehand, they're fine afterwards. And then after they've donated blood, their blood actually goes off to our labs and gets split up into component parts. So it goes off, each donation has the ability to go off and help save or improve the lives of 3 adults. So it's you could call it your hat trick. So you've scored a hat trick within 5-10 minutes.
But staying with the football team, and where can people get more information about that? Is it a website people can visit?
I'd say blood.co.uk.
Blood.co.uk.
You can type in your postcode. There's a virtual session there as well, so you can see exactly what would happen on session, and it's really, really good.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you guys are watching, make sure you do it. I do this all the time. And if somebody, a weenie like me can do it, you can do it for sure, I promise you. Make sure you give blood.